Aloha, this is Shinpei Yamashita
And Sean Kawiho.
we are students of the Brigham Young University, Hawaii, and this is an Excel video tutorial that introduces you Journal of Accountancy. Hey, what if using a spreadsheet to do what if analysis? Written by Stephanie and Bryant in June 2007. We are going to teach you what if analysis and a powerful tool of data table and scenario manager and goal seek.
Okay, so the purpose of this tool, the what if analysis, is that it allows you to explore different potential scenarios without changing all the values in your spreadsheet. It just kind of automates some of the functions instead of doing them manually, which can be very time consuming. And so this is the situation we got, kind of a hypothetical situation, and these are the different variables that are included. So our company wants to borrow some money, and these are the terms they're looking at, but they've also checked these rates against other potential lenders, and they differ. So instead of typing in each different rate for each different vendor, it gives us the opportunity to simply find out their needed information by just using this what if analysis. So if there's one variable here, all that you really need to do is you highlight the selected data, the data that's required. You go to what if analysis and data table. Here we have the data table, and what you want to do, there's only one variable, so here you want to select the variable that you want, click OK, and as you can see, for each of these different rates over here, the what if analysis automatically updated it, the payment that will need to be made based on the rate. And so that's how you do it for one variable.
You just learned how to use data tables when you want to change one particular variable. Okay, next we are going to learn how to use data table when we want to change two variables. Okay. I set the table right here. Okay. And this is a range that I'm gonna use. And before using the data table, I have to put payment amount right here in order for the function work, or you have to type in PMT, and you have to use this variable and calculate the payment. Yeah, I'm gonna just simply refer D8. Okay, select the range and go to the data ribbon, and under the what if analysis, okay, and a data table, click the data table. Okay, row input cell is going to be right here, term of loan. So term of loan, click the term of loan, and column input cell should be, the column is interest rate, so click interest rate and hit OK. Yep. Sorry. Whoops. The table. Okay. Table shows the different payment in a different situation with two different variable. Okay.
Okay, so now we're at the point where there are more than one variable, or there's certain scenarios, multiple variables that you're trying to consider as you determine which loan would be the best for your company. So with that, you go again to your data ribbon, what if analysis, and you go to scenario manager. Now at the moment there's no scenario, so you want to add. First, you want to add the first scenario, which is low cost loan. So you type that in here. Loan, everything else that's and the changing cells will be the amount borrowed. Well, first before we do that, as a for formatting purposes, we wanna label each of these things. So when we pull up the summary of the scenario manager, we won't just receive references to random data cells. So first, you wanna title this one amount borrowed, because that's what this cell represents. Let's see. Formulas, define name, right. Okay, so this cell is going to be amount borrowed. Okay. Next, we have term of loan and interest rate. Okay, so now that we have each of these, we'll also do payment, and this will make a difference after you complete the scenario and you receive the summary, and I'll show you why when we do that. So now that we've titled each of these cells, we can go ahead and create and begin doing the scenario manager. So you pull up that, you go back, add scenario. First would be low cost loan, and the cells you want to change would be this one, and this one. Okay, and then you want to for the low cost loan, the values for each of the cells are located in that range. First would be 100,000. Next would be 120. That's the term of the loan, and the rate would be 0.067. Okay, you click OK, and we see that's in there. So you want to add another, and because there's two more scenarios, so the next will be medium cost loan. Again, the same cells. Go back up to here to the original information. So that's all you need to do for that scenario. Okay, and here the information you want is this one for the medium cost loan. So we type in 150,000, 240 months at a rate of 7%. Okay, so we got those two loans, and we'll add the last scenario, which is a high cost loan. Again, the same reference to the original cells, and as we can see the numbers are the same right over here. So we go to OK. Now you don't go to show. What you want to do is you get the summary of each of these, the analyses that we have, and you click on summary. It references you back to cell D8, which is the payment, and that's what you want to do. And here we have it. So this is the scenario. You can kind of you can copy and paste it onto your original spreadsheet. Just do a little formatting. Oh man. Okay, I have to do this kind of manually. Oh yeah, that looks alright. And so, as you can see, we've got the scenario summary right here, and as I mentioned earlier, these are the when we went and did the define name, if we didn't do that, we would just see references back to these cells, which is D5, D6, and D7, as well as D8 for the payment. And so it gives you more clarification, and people aren't wondering, they don't have to go back and forth, and it's not a hassle to do that. So here we got the summary, and that's basically how you do it. For each kind of loan possibility at this rate, this is the payments you'll be making. So it's a very simple tool to do a lot of work that would otherwise take a lot of time if you did it manually.
Okay, last tool that we are going to learn is GoalSeek. Okay. You type in the payment function in order to compute the payment using those three variables. Okay. Then how about when you want to compute the, for example, term of loan, different term of loan using a different payment. Okay. GoalSeek is powerful tool that help us compute the backward. Okay. Under the debt ribbon, okay, the what if analysis, and click GoalSeek. Okay. Set cell would be payment, and I'm going to change the payment to $2,000 in a month. And by changing cell will be along the time. Okay, and click OK. Okay, so this means the term of loan should be 153 months in order for payment to be $2,000. Okay, so this is very powerful tool. Okay. When you want to compute the backward.
Okay, so after looking through each of these potential scenarios, one variable, two variable, or more, as well as GoalSeek, its main purpose is to simplify or automate the amount of work you'd have to do. Instead of plugging in numbers cell by cell and trying to think of different scenarios to put in, you just use one formula, and it'll bring up all these different scenarios that can make you more effective and more efficient in your time. And so these formulas and tools, the what if analysis is very helpful when you've got large amounts of data that need to be analyzed or that need to be realized in order to help you make better decisions. And that's the what if analysis.